Yo, good evening, good morning, depending on where you're watching from. Subscribe from my YouTube channel, Nations. And my name is Raf Tresvant. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case has been struck out by the court led by James Omotocho, a justice. And this is actually what has got into us as an information that the federal government of Nigeria has closed its case on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, meaning that Kanu is absolutely exonerated, set free, discharged, and acquitted. He has no case anymore to answer. And whoever is waiting for the prosecution team of federal government of Nigeria to come up again with any allegation or charges is wasting his time. We still reiterate that Kanu should have been free before now. Meaning, he spent 5 good years in jail. You know what? From 2015 to 2017, 2 years. 2017 to 2021 when he was abducted. And after abduction in 2021, Kanu spent from 2021 to 2025 is 4 years. So absolutely is 5 to 6 years. Good years in jail. That is jail. Without the appropriate, prison sentence. Kanu spent 5 to 6 years in jail. So this time around, I'm trying to tell you that Kanu's case has been struck out. Federal government has no any charges so far whatsoever to defend against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Kanu is accurately discharged and acquitted. In the right sense of it, if Nigeria could be a good, country, Kanu is supposed to have gone since. But yesterday, we actually seen that Kanu has no case anymore to answer. His lawyers, his legal team are writing right now, to Kanu's case closure. They should write to close his case. We are not expecting the prosecution team from the federal government of Nigeria to come up with any other allegation, because it's too obvious that Kanu has no case anymore again to answer. Kanu has no case whatsoever. He is freed. Federal government has actually had no other allegation to come up with or charges against him. That's why we are saying that Kanu is free and he has been set free according to the law of the country. Anything outside that is an infringement on his constitutional rights, his fundamental human rights, and so on and so forth. It's an infringement to have kept him from 2021 till date, even when he has won, in the court of, competent jurisdiction in 2022, in 2023, even in 2024, last year, Kanu has won. During Tinubu administration, this is making it, I think, 4 times Kanu has actually asserted the federal government of Nigeria in the court of competent, jurisdiction. But why is it that Kanu has been, kept incommunicado, from his lawyers, from his medical doctors? That was what has, sprang up a very, very, very heinous, that kind of suspicious questions among all Kanu followers, all BIAFRA faithfuls. Why? It's because they deny him medication, because federal government of Nigeria want to see an end to Kanu existence, because he is standing for what epitomizes the emancipation of Biafra nation. Biafra must actually emancipate, whether Nigeria likes it or not, whether Tinubu-led administration, Buhari-led administration wants it or not. It is right, fundamental right of every individual to quest, yes, for his self-determination. That was what actually Kanu was doing before abduction or apprehension in Nairobi, Kenya. He was kidnapped all the way from Nairobi, capital of Kenya, and he was brought into this country blindfolded illegally by Nigerian government. That's an extraordinary rendition. It is against the law, international law. It is against the international charter, United Nations charter. So, what's happened now that he is free is that Nigeria should, bring forth logistics, and make sure that they ferry Mazi Nnamdi Kanu back to Nairobi, Kenya. Yes, where they actually kidnapped him. Kanu must be free. Kanu is free indeed because it's obvious that the young man has not committed any crime. That's why the two American, BIAFRA lobbyists that were sent by Trump administration to witness the melodrama going on yesterday and then before yesterday at the court of competent jurisdiction. They were there, the two white men, the two Americans, and which of course brought to this kind of fidgeting and the frightening of Nigeria, led legal counsel or team, who were fidgeted out, asthmated, and kicked out of the court by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's legal team. What does it actually portend? It actually portends that the law of the land is so porous. We don't have any law in Nigeria. The Department of Executive, that's the office of Mr. President, is above all other organs of government in Nigeria. What is obvious, too revealing, and indicated now is that Department of Judiciary is a rubber stamp law-making body before the executive. The executive is holding the office of the Attorney General. The executive is holding the office of the overall Senate, presidency. That is Akpabio's position. Tinubu is the one actually dictating to Akpabio what to do, what not to do, and actually the Department of our legislature is a rubber stamp, a stooge to the office of the presidency. That's why nothing is going on well in Nigeria. I could remember obviously that after reading the budget, it is the office of the presidency that actually commands and give order for padding the budget so that most of the leftover or overinflated, budgets are disbursed among themselves. It happened last year. Indimi came out and attacked them. They actually nearly unalive or disalive Ndimi, because Ndimi said, why must you be chairing the overpadded, budget? It is not right, because Akpabio himself regarded himself as a senior senator. He collected not less than 1.2 billion because he sees himself as a senior overall. And then the rest of the senators, according to their ranks, in order of their hierarchy, ranking, they collected money. And this Ndimi of a man come out and challenge them, which of course brewed up lots and lots of bone of contention, strife among the Nigerian lawmakers. They actually buy or annihilate Ndimi. But today, where did the case go? Nobody could actually know how they handled the case. The case and allegation was swept under the carpet because, of course, we've seen the office of Mr. President that is overseeing the rest of the two organs of government in Nigeria. Today, we are seeing an administration, that is based deep down on illegitimacy. Nothing is legal going on in this current administration. Whatever they are doing, they are hiding it from the electorate, the people that actually went to the toll and cast their votes to these ravenous, greedy, wicked politicians in Nigeria here. All that is expected of the administration of Bola Ahmed Tinubu are the promises he actually laid down before Nigerians to come to pass, to come to play out. But he has not been able to redeem a single one. Tinubu is not doing well. We can't see someone that is incompetent and be planning to be elected again into the office of the presidency and say vigilating and hailing him. No, we don't hail criminality in this part of society, but actually Nigerian politicians have actually forced us to. We are hailing criminalities. What am I saying? If you're a good politician that can at least dribble, manipulate, like a Maradona, you will be hailed, you will be respected, highly honored, in Nigeria. They are cherishing, celebrating criminalities in the Nigerian political system, which is why each and every president that comes and goes behaved as his likes. Look at Buhari, a man that did not have even ordinary GCE, WAEC. Where did he attend as an elementary student? That's the first school living certificate, cheapest in the world. Buhari did not have it. meaning that an illiterate ruled Nigeria for almost 9 years. An illiterate, stark illiterate that did not go to school. Shame unto this country. Shame unto the political system of the country. Shame unto all their supporters and the, beneficiaries of the whole previous administration of Muhammad, Apati, Ibe, Buhari. I'm telling you, all this tribe and they proliferated in Nigerian political, landmark, and nobody actually come out to say the truth. All they do is, clinging onto the illicit affairs and activities of the previous politicians, within the administration of Muhammad Buhari, stealing money. Yes, transferring money into their various offshore accounts in UAE, in America, in Asia, in Europe. At least we know how far Muhammad Buhari's son Yusuf had gone to bought 6 power BMW bike, 360 million each. Imagine. That was in 2015, and nobody actually did anything about it. It's a country whereby all manners of illegality are going on, and nobody cares on how to intervene or to stop this kind of, menace. It's a dangerous menace because that's why you see our economy so dilapidated and excruciating, and nobody is doing anything about that. So we are all singing, merrimenting, marrying around, dancing, drinking, clubbing. That was yesterday and day before yesterday, when it was obvious that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has actually assaulted federal government-led legal teams, by at least not indicted of any criminalities. Out of the whole 15, 17, before you know it, it's reduced to 9. Before you know it, it gets to 12, 13, 14, 15 charges. None has been able to indict MNK, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the Agabaiduwan of indigenous people of Biafra. He has won his case. It is too obvious that he has not committed any crime so far, but was held wrongly, kidnapped and rubbished in Nairobi, Kenya, and they brought him here, blindfolding him outside his constitutional right, meaning that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was infringed on by the administration of Muhammad Buhari from 2017 to 2021 June. Kanu was molested, harassed, insulted, dehumanized, and demoralized. These are the right words by the administration of Muhammad Buhari. I think by Buhari administration, he was molested, he was insulted, he received all kinds of inhumanity of man against his fellow man simply because he's an Igbo man. In fact, let me tell you, once upon a time, an administration that is devoid of morality, devoid of justice, an administration that actually annihilated the whole Nigeria. That is Muhammad Buhari administration. Actually, I'm telling you that is an administration that started or ensued in 2015 was without due process. They just rigged him in by the professor, the INEC chairman then. His name, Jega, Professor Jega, actually just rigged Buhari in, then he rigged him in, and Buhari started, committing all manners of political blunder across the southeastern Nigeria, across the what? The southwest, the south-south. All he knew then was his kinsman, Fulani. That's why out of the 96 political appointments, Buhari actually appointed people from his Fulani extraction. The 9 the south-south, the 9 the southwest, the southeast, they were 96 in number. They were all Fulanis. What are we saying? This man, Buhari, has actually dragged Nigeria backward to 50 years. The kind of damages Buhari caused Nigeria, it will take Nigeria time to wake up from the comatose condition as a result of the blatant, administration of Muhammad Buhari, who actually is an illiterate. No good result, let alone graduate. He did not attend any university, was just an illiterate, a stark one that did not even go secondary school. I'm telling you, he presented ordinary NEPA bill and they tried to get approval from WAEC. The whole WAEC attestation to his, let me say, wrong, that is fake certificate, proved wrong. Actually, because in Liberia, in Sierra Leone, in Ghana, the WAEC offices there could not attest to it, meaning that Buhari and all his cronies, political cronies, them were dishonest. They actually lied that Buhari went to school, while the entire WAEC office in West Africa could not see his name in the system. Yes, WAEC, West African Examination Council, is an examination, but is a body that is constituted of the whole West African, community states, and his name could not be found in the system. I'm telling you, he committed such blunder, and that was why an illiterate, a stark illiterate, was in charge of Nigerian government from 2015 to 2023, a straight 8 years. Someone that is clueless, someone that has not even obtained a basic educational certificate, was in charge of our country, Nigeria. I'm telling you from here, from this juncture, I'm trying to tell the whole world that the only solution to our problem in Nigeria here is secession, disintegration, and division. Everybody should just separate. Let this contraption remain. The very day they brought the north and the southern Nigeria together, my father, your mother, your uncles, they were not there. It was just the British, their job, and their own transaction. No Nigerian man was there from Hausa, from Igbo, from Yoruba. The British are the cause of our nightmare today. Nigeria is needed to disintegrate. Let everybody go their various ways. This place is not favoring anybody. We are just in the center doing nothing. No unity, no cohesion, no good governance. Everybody that comes and goes as presidents, head of state of Nigerian country, are clueless, incompetent, and they are not coming out with quality leadership needed or bargained by us within this contraction, which is why I'm telling you, of course, my name is Ralph Tresvant. I support division. Nigeria should go their separate way. The Yoruba Republic of Oduduwa. The Hausas should go United States of Hausa. Nigerian man is not happy. What is going on now? We are not united. Igbo man should go to the southeastern Nigeria and develop their geography. Their landmarks there on the lower part of River Niger. Emancipation of Biafra is on course. And I'm telling you, I'm giving the Igbos not up to 10 years. We will emerge as the Japan of Africa. The Prince of Africa is about to erupt from the mountain top. The Prince of Africa I'm talking about, of course, is Republic of Biafra. United States of Biafra is coming. It has come. Look at it. It's coming, it's erupting. Coming and developing like wildfire. It is fast approaching, as rapid as wildfire. At this juncture, I have to do what? Hands down. Yeah. And relax my oar. Yes. Thank you for listening. I love you guys. Subscribe from my YouTube channel. Like me. Come to the comment section and discuss with me. My name is still remain Ralph Tresvant. Your man. Good night.